Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and this is a live show. If you're watching at approximately 5:35 p.m. New York City time, this is the Walk Show, W-A-L-K, meaning that it's a live show where you have the opportunity to watch and comment live, and I may be able to respond to your comments and or questions face on video. Filming this with the new, when I say new, I mean somewhat new, YouTube app. The audio is from my iPhone 6S Plus, so it may be somewhat decent. I am on a mobile connection, so you may experience intermittent stutters, but no worries, because if you do, you can always visit youtube.com/IrixGuy, subscribe, and watch all previously recorded videos in the IrixGuy's Walk, W-A-L-K, show video playlist. So without further ado, focus upon my crooked feet. As you can see, I don't walk straight because my feet are crooked. But that's okay, because we can still talk about drones and whatever. So without further ado, let's get started. And very good audio. Drones Manawatu. Did I pronounce that correctly? Thank you for the feedback. Just no fancy mic, just the integrated iPhone 6S Plus microphone. So yeah, I've been reading some more about the DJI Spark. DJI Spark is expected to be DJI's potentially the most revolutionary drone to date. And hold on just a second, I've got an itch, so I'm gonna scratch here. Scratch against this tree. Look at that tree. Yep, scratching my itch. But yeah, the DJI Spark is what I'm most concerned about, or most curious about rather, is given the smaller size and weight, is it capable of withstanding moderate wind? Now, obviously regulations vary among countries, but if it is something that comes in at an ultra lightweight for a drone, then what we may have is the opportunity to at least temporarily bypass some of the enhanced regulations that governments throughout the world have put into effect to govern the recreational use of drones. So that's going to be interesting to see if it comes in at an ultra lightweight, and if so, if it performs well and it's adopted by the masses, are the governments throughout the world going to what would be the word for it, update the regulations that they've already put in place? Be interesting to see. Fun times for sure. On the camera front, we got the Sony A9, Sony Alpha 9. Now, I like photography and I like videos more, and the A9, although the battery life's better and it's got dual SD card capabilities, I don't like the fact that the megapixel doesn't come in as high as the A7R2. So that's kind of a bummer. And it doesn't have 4K 60. It's still 4K 30, just like the A7R2. So it begs the question, how soon will we see the A7R3? And will the new Sony A7R3 be based upon the A7R2's platform, or will they modify it to be more like the A9? Different battery, dual SD card slot, etc. I mean, there's advantages to, regardless how you look at it. The battery on the A7R2 is arguably one of the worst pain points, because people say the battery life's not that great, but it's not. But consider this: back in the film days, a roll of film in those little plastic tubes, those were yeah, LOL for the tree rub. Yeah, I may rub another tree here in a minute. We'll get out here in the forest and we'll see. So yeah, if they adopt the new battery like they have for the A9, for the A7R3, soar over one, keep up the videos. Hey man, hey, you keep up the viewership because I see you around a lot and I appreciate it. Dr. Kendrat says, give us live on 0001 stocks, man. You know, I love the stock market. I especially love over-the-counter bulletin board stocks, which is a very technical way of saying ultra high risk penny stocks, but I've kind of taken a vacation from the stock market. You know, Dr. Kendrat rather, I haven't dabbled with the stocks a while. I have been dabbling with cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Litecoin, digital currencies that are rumored to possibly become one of the main currencies for the world in the future. Those have experienced phenomenal growth. If you look at Bitcoin, even though it's corrected a few times, I think today, and I don't have my chart up, but I think it's trading at, and I say trading, it's not really a market like the stock market, but the price for one coin, a virtual coin, is approximately $1,700 or $1,800. So, you know, the increase, people that got in the basement, they're doing really well if they held, but I don't know. A lot of people swear up and down that cryptocurrencies are the future. You know, and they're like, buy now. Obviously, that's not to be considered a recommendation to buy or sell a digital currency, but a lot of people are saying that, and I'm personally, I've dabbled with them, but I'm kind of fearful because I don't know what the political and economic climate in the future may do to the cryptocurrency. So that being said, it's interesting to watch. I would like to say I'm on the sidelines right now. I do want to get back into pennies. Pennies are fun, but Cyborg says, can we see a view rather than your stinky feet? Yeah, my feet do stink. And yeah, definitely don't want to get hit by a car today. It's actually why I quit riding a road bike, because I did get hit by a car. I was riding a road bike and a minivan rear-ended me, and it hurt my leg really bad. And you know, I got off, and then the guy that was driving the minivan was like, "Old man," he was a jerk. He said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Sir, pedestrians had the right of way." And he said, "Well, you're a little blah, blah, blah." He was criticizing me for this, that, and the other. And I said, "Hey, man, let's get the cops." And I pointed at the police station. It was literally across the street. And they came over and informed him that I was correct and that pedestrians had the right of way and he was at fault. And he looked like a fool. I'm not the type to go after lawsuits for things. That's just not my style. I think it's a sleazy way of making income. So for that reason, I didn't attempt to press charges or anything. But had I known before he and the cop left that my back rim was dented and I couldn't even ride the bike, I would have made them pay for that. So, lesson learned. Road biking is no longer safe because of texting and driving. And you know, if you're ever in an accident, check everything out thoroughly. Make sure there's no damage before all the other parties go away. I got some more comments coming in here. And yes, we will see more than the feet here in a minute. Let me see what we got here. What else are you hoping on the May 24th from DJI other than the expected spark? Well, I think on the 24th, I think we will, the spark is pretty much imminent. I am expecting, and this is a tentatively expecting, or not tentatively, what would be the word? I'm cautiously optimistic that they may announce a refresh for the Mavic Pro. You know, maybe a better camera option with 60 frames per second 4K. Or they may announce the revolutionary Phantom 5. Brand new form factor, 4K 60 or better camera. I don't know, what do y'all think? Aside from the spark, what do y'all think that DJI may announce on the on the 24th. Hey, here's another one. The Osmo. They owe us a 4K 60 Osmo like they have on the Phantom 4 Pro. That's probably possible rather. So yeah, I think a modified Mavic, that would make sense, because that's ultimately right now. What's funny, the Mavic has quickly become their bread and butter, even though it still can't compete with the Phantom 4 or Phantom 4 Pro from a video quality and stability perspective. The portability is great though, but still not ultra lightweight to where it would be less than the weight that many governments throughout the world say. I think in the United States it may be a half pound. If it's over a half pound, it's got to be registered, I think, in the US. But I'm in a perfect situation to buy a new drone for the summer financially, and I'm just holding out for the 24th to decide. Hey, that's smart, man. And as soon as the 24th arrives, on 400orbelow.com, as well as throughout my social media, I'll be certain to post links to all the latest DJI offerings. So, check those out and share with others, because that helps me. I mean, I'm here to have fun, but I'm here to enable people to find the links to the stuff that I use as well. What else do we have going on? What else? It says very bad connection. We may be entering a semi-dead zone here for a second, but it should recover somewhat quickly. And I think if you're experiencing internet connectivity problems, intermittent connectivity problems rather, I think that it'll probably clear itself in a few seconds, or when this video concludes, the previously recorded version probably won't have the connection issues. So yeah. So what else exciting is going on here? It is super hot. It's like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. When are you going to be back in the studio for live events? Well, very soon, actually. That's been taking a, I don't know if you call it a sabbatical or what, or a walkabout. That's what I'll call it. I've been on a walkabout journey through the world. So I've been down the Appalachian Trail and done a few things, and I want to get back. Definitely want to get back to New York and get some more studio time. And it's a completely different environment. I mean, the beauty of this right now is that I'm actually walking, so I'm sweating profusely, and I'm hosting a live show, so I'm literally burning fat while I'm hosting this live show, and I'm talking while I'm walking. So the fact that I'm talking and I'm moving my hands vigorously as I speak enhances the amount of caloric burn. So yeah, but I do want to get back in the studio, because it's fun being out and going all over the place, but sometimes you just want that green screen and that nice LED light to just make you feel good. So yeah, lots of good stuff going on. But so what else? Anything else exciting? I know we've had CES, Consumer Electronics Show. We've had NAB, National Association of Broadcasters. A lot of stuff's been going on. But is it just me, or is it this year there just hasn't been anything just drop dead awesome release? Now there is a new Echo coming out. There's actually two Amazon Echoes. There's one that has a camera. I think it's called Echo Look, and it's like a fashion thing. So it takes a photo of you and tells you if you look like you're dressed nice or not. Which that's kind of, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's silly, but that's not the one I'm most excited about. There's another Echo that has a screen on it, and that one you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Obviously, a lot of people say, "Oh man, that's just the NSA, dude. They're watching you." Well, that's part of it. But It looks like a pretty cool device. So I'll post a link to the new Amazon Echo as soon as I get my paws on it. So I'll post that on my facebook.com/IrixGuy. So let's go over here and explore some wild inedibles. Means that you can't eat them. So those are wildflowers. You can see purple wildflowers, not to be consumed. Highly toxic. Let's see what else we got. Got some other stuff here. Let's see. Okay. I'll find something else. Oh, there's those things right there. Look at that. Dandelions. Those things make you sneeze. No, I didn't know that about parrot. Actually, that's interesting. Maybe they do want to branch outside of the toy drone arena if they're pondering getting involved with that. So that's interesting. Thanks for the heads up on that. I had no idea. Let's get some honeysuckle. Let's get some honeysuckle. It's over here somewhere. Let's see. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a botanist. I'm not a wilderness expert, so never eat anything wild. Yeah, let's see. It kind of looks... that honeysuckle's kind of wilted. I don't think... Oh, and you know why I'm not going to eat it? Look at that. That 3-leaf thing right there. That's called poison ivy, and it will make you itch if you're allergic. And most people are allergic to poison ivy. And then this over here, you've got a couple of different things. These with all the leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's poison oak. Makes you itch a lot. And then we've got down here these 3 leaves. Well, that's not poison ivy, but there was poison ivy back there. You know, toxic plants. And then you got, actually that is a raspberry. Interesting. Then that's a blackberry. Wild raspberries and blackberries. So this is part of the video where I show my face in the wilderness. Hello. You can see I'm sweating vigorously. But that's part of burning calories, you know. You gotta sweat. You gotta sweat. So, yeah, just walking around, hosting a live show, IrixGuy's live walk show. And what I anticipate, let's see, comment came through. Do you anticipate any new types of products from GoPro this year? Well, this is my opinion. And keep in mind, I'm going to preface this with, if you've watched my older videos especially, you know that I've always been a huge GoPro fan. I got the GoPro Hero 2, loved it, segued from it to Hero 3, Hero 3 Plus, Hero 4 Black, and now the Hero 5 Session. Actually, I like the Session better than I do the Hero 5 Black. So, do I anticipate any new products from GoPro? Well, maybe they'll release an adapter for their Hero 5 Session for their GoPro Karma handheld grip. But honestly, looking at their stock price, GPRO, I think it's sub $9 a share now. I think they're, unfortunately, I think they may have been, they may have destroyed themselves by releasing the GoPro Karma drone. So I don't know if we'll see anything else from them. The only possibility, and again, this is all speculation, is that if they try to give it one last attempt to, you know, recover their price per share, maybe they will release something that's revolutionary. But part of me says that GoPro may have had their heyday. You know, they were the first action camera, and well, I don't mean the first, but the first extremely popular action camera, and they may not have, I mean, it may be a different product. It may not be a camera, and it may not be a drone. It would have to be something different, totally different. Maybe a waterproof drone. I don't know. But I don't have a good feeling about them. 47 Realist says, what is the point of this video? Actually, this is IrixGuy's walk show. So it's a live show, and it's called a walk show because all I do is walk and talk, and respond to viewers like you, feet on video. So that's the purpose. Good question. So what else we got? Silence. Silence is always a terrible thing. Unless you're trying to sleep, and then if it's too quiet, then you're like, this is freaky because it's too quiet. I can't sleep. And you start getting paranoid. You're like, the ghosts are going to come in. The ghosts are going to come in. And you turn on the lights, and you're like, okay, they're gone. And then you turn the lights back off, and you're like, oh, the ghosts are coming. I can't sleep. My house is possessed. And then you go to sleep anyway because you're so tired of worrying about it. But, yeah. Silence is sometimes a bad thing. Sometimes a good thing. But what's really good, I've really enjoyed this app. I mean, this is the YouTube app that I'm using right now for this live stream. So, I mean, it's amazing how far internet video has come. I mean, it's literally blows one's mind. At least it does mine. And just to think, I mean, you can go out and take your video with you and look at trees and nature and chat live with people. So, yeah, it's interesting. So what else we got? About 22 minutes in this broadcast. Any other technical curiosities? Travel questions, travel objectives, things that you found that were really cool. The most disappointing piece of technology for 2017 that you've used. Had a lot of quiet people out there. Well, I mean, we've had a lot of chatter as well, so it's been a very productive live show for sure. Well, I guess I'm gonna hop back in my spaceship and fly back home to Mars and see if I can find a lake to swim in. So, appreciate your viewership. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. YouTube.com/IrixGuy. This is a live show. I plan to host a plethora of more live shows in the near future. And this is my walk show. So, again, I just walk and you look at my feet while I walk. And we talk about drones, technology, what else? Whatever else you want to talk about. So, stay tuned for some more from the studio. Again, the New York set is looking very nice. Had a really good crew come in and renovate the lighting and touch up some paint on the studio walls, and it's just it's a sight to behold. So anyway, appreciate y'all's viewership. I got a jet. Again, got to hop back in that spaceship and head back to Mars. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day. YouTube.com/IrixGuy.